Welcome back to Big Mouth. Fancy seeing you here. I really did have to hold that smile. So this is a video I'm going to do now and again. Now, as I've already said to some of you on some of my videos, I'm developing the first English-speaking dramas on Cyprus TV. So there's an idea I have, and there's a few ideas I have that the network aren't very confident about. So we discussed about me coming on this channel and just talking to you guys about them. So what we're going to do here, maybe once a week, is focus on one of my story concepts a week, every other day or whatever, right? So today we're talking about my Trapped story. Trapped is one of my very first stories. Now, when I explain to you the concept and when this video is finished, I want you to either press the thumbs up or the thumbs down button. It doesn't matter. Just be honest, make some comments on what you think, and then the network will look at it and we'll discuss it. So, yes, Trapped is inspired by my love of the TV show Lost, which was created by J.J. Abrams, Jeffrey Lieber, and Damon Lindelof, one of my favourite TV shows of all time. So at that time, I was obsessed with Big Brother and kind of the concept of people being stuck in one place together. So Trapped is set in the town of Redsford, and it has a very, very kind of interesting, what should we call him, the mayor. His name is Jimmy Webb, and he's, I suppose you could call him a villain. But the idea of this is that many, many years ago, that Webb made a deal with the devil, and not literally the devil. His wife Sarah couldn't conceive a child, so he met this mysterious figure who was able somehow to allow his wife to conceive. But there is a price to be paid. The price is that Jimmy is actually human cloning, and what happens ultimately is that his daughter Stephanie is actually a clone, and so this is how he's able to have a child. So if we go forward in time, another character comes back to Redsford after serving in the army. His name's Frank Parker. His sisters were sexually abused by both of their parents, and he wasn't around. And so there's this kind of, the relationship between Frank and his sisters isn't a strong one because they feel that he deserted them. So the whole concept of this show is that all of a sudden the ground starts to shake and these mysterious metal-looking walls rise up and block all the exits and entrances of the town of Redsford. And these mysterious messages keep on coming up. One of these messages is "No God." But all of a sudden, this mysterious 10-year-old boy with no clothes turns up. Now, he's nicknamed Callum, but he can't speak a word. But he can decipher the kind of different kind of words and what's going on within the walls. So there's some weird letters that are not human. So some of them are in English, some of them are different languages from around the world. But there's also an alien language, and Callum is the only one who can touch these walls. If a human being touches these walls, they're fried, they're dead. But nobody can work out how these walls have risen. There's paranoia about terrorists. What could it be? Could it be a connection to what Jimmy Webb's done with cloning? He certainly knows what's going on, and he certainly isn't telling. So that's the concept of the show. These metal-looking walls rising. This mysterious child called Callum. Where is he from? Who is he? I played along with a lot of genres back then. And originally, actually, Trapped was meant to be an episode of my Doctor Who fiction. And what Callum was meant to be the Doctor as a small child. And, and it's literally the Master turns up and it's all kind of crazy and weird. But then I decided that this could be a really good idea for a TV series or a film. Imagining these people stuck in this town with these mysterious metal-looking walls blocking them. And, from episode to episode, they have to discover why. They have to live. The internet's gone down. There's no electricity. There's no communication with the outside world. But the question I'd be asking the audience is it just Redsford where these mysterious walls have risen? Or is it all over the world? That's something I'm writing right now, not at this moment because I'm talking to you, but that question would be answered eventually. I'm actually writing kind of a potential 5th season. Now, as I'll make it quite clear, nothing's been shot, nothing's been greenlit. This is just me writing. I love writing, and I do it all the time in between my work and everything else that I do. I love telling stories. It isn't a job to me. It's a passion. It's a hobby as well. And so I personally think it's a great idea. As I say, it's inspired from Lost and even a little bit of Prison Break. It was kind of, as I say, my obsession at the time of these shows with people stuck in a place together. Now, I've seen shows like this before, not Lost, but I saw a lot of shows after Lost try and copy the success and not work. So what you've got to do really is have a situation where you haven't got like many 2.5 families and couples and things like that. You want to focus on individual characters rather than box ticking. So of course there's the Jacksons, so there's Peter and Beryl and Lucy. And Lucy's a rebellious teenager. And when I say rebellious, she's even sleeping with the mayor of Redford, Jimmy Webb. But she's just not in love with him. She seduced him to make money and gain power. She wants power of Redford. She's only a teenage girl, but she's ambitious and she's dangerous, and she's got her sights set on Callum, this mysterious young boy who's turned up from nowhere, who can decipher all the letters on the walls, who can touch the walls that no human being can touch. So Lucy's a nefarious character, if you like. She isn't good, but as I keep on saying about writing characters, especially in this stunted generation we have now, no one's good, no one's bad. They're a bit of both. That's what human beings are. You don't know me from Adam, but I can promise you, sometimes I do good things, sometimes I do not so good things. And you watching this are the same as me. We're sometimes good, we're not, sometimes not so good. And our perception of bad depends from our own outlook on what's good and bad. So when people say this is good behaviour and that's bad behaviour, that's from their point of view. And as a writer, I try and step outside of myself to create different varieties of characters to make things interesting. So, do you like my concept of Trapped? If you do, thumbs up. If you hate it, thumbs down. And as I say, just do what you feel. Don't do the thumbs down out of hate. Do the thumbs down because you don't like it. Do the thumbs up because you do like it. And I really want your comments on this because the network are eager to see what people, ordinary people, think of this as well. So thank you for watching, and I'll be back in the next video, whenever or whatever that is.